Hey, good evening, everyone. Yeah, it's me, Neil the Deal here. Monday Night Boxing, talkinfight.com. Thanks a lot for all your likes, all the shares, all the subscriptions. I'm telling you, we're blowing the place up. You guys have been nothing but amazing. Knuckles up, as Mike would say. Let's do it. And we're going to move into our Monday boxing segment here, talking about what happened on the weekend. So I watched a couple of fights. We talked about it last week, the up and coming fights of the year that I'll be watching. So let's just recap some of that stuff right now for you, and hopefully you have either seen the fight already, or you are going to watch the fight real soon. Because if you don't, these fights they were awesome. Like I'm talking smoking fights. All right, so first fight we're going to talk about on the weekend was the Terrence Bud Crawford versus Sean Porter fight. What a fight that was! Unbelievable, toe to toe. Porter gave it everything he had. I give you a lot of respect, Porter. You tried hard, man. I did have Bud, of course. The Bud, always love Bud. That's my favorite shit. And he did the job. 10th round KO. Now, 10th round KO, that was a bloodbath. It was a bloody bath. Both of them were cut, bleeding. But in the 10th there, the end of the day, Bud Crawford took him out. Nice uppercut. Beautiful uppercut. Check it out, guys. Beautiful uppercut. And then Mr. Porter got up off the canvas, was a little bit stunned, and then received what I would consider a whooping of a combination. A whooping of a combination. So it's not like he's a pussy or anything, man. That was a hell of a combination. And again, he went down. His father is in his corner as usual. Decided to throw in the towel, and that was basically what happened. I mean, Porter at the time wasn't too happy about it, but hey, I mean, this is world title fights. I wouldn't be happy if I lost either. You don't get many chances. So, what a hell of a fight, though. So, that's a good one to watch. November 17th, right? That's when it was. 2021, just past weekend. And check it out online. I'm sure you can watch the whole fight. Now, we're going to move on to a couple other things, too, about that fight. Now, what does Bud Crawford do now? What's actually in the mix for the Bud? Well, he's got to fight Errol Spence. We all know that. They got to get together. Spence has 2 titles. Bud has 1. Uh, if Spence pussies out or chickens out, or I don't know what you would call it, sort of doesn't want to do it, then I think Bud's going to move up and wait, go for a bigger payday, and leave him in his dust anyway. So I like Errol Spence. I'm looking forward to that fight. It should be a just a blockbuster of a fight. So make sure you check that one out too. Now, some of the other fights I talked about and I watched on the weekend, guys, you might want to watch these ones as well. This was in Manchester, New Hampshire, England. Eddie Hearn Matchroom Boxing Promotions presented a big card, and he kind of went in with Golden Boy on this one. So they're now amalgamating these promoters. I guess Oscar wants to get into the UK scene and vice versa. So it's great to see. Great for the sport. Love it. Can't wait to see the fights that these guys are going to bring us in the upcoming few weeks as well as the next few years. So this is going to be really sick shit. Now, the Manchester fight, it was great. There was 4 world championship belts on the line this weekend in that ring. So 4 contests for the belts. Can't get much better than that. First one, main event, Demetrius Boo Boo. I love the name. Boo Boo. Andrade had his successfully defended for the 5th time. He stopped Jason Quigley. Well, he's had 5 defenses. This is his 5th defense. So he stopped Quigley. And Quigley's no slouch at all. He was the WBO NABO champion and Demetrius had the WBO middleweight champion. Middleweight fight, just wicked, just a wicked fight. And you guys got to check out that one, Andrade Quigley, on the weekend, November 17th as well in England. All right, on the undercard, the other world championship fights we were dealing with, super bantamweight champion, Murgon John MJ, they call him, Akamadaliev, he defeated a really good fighter out of Mexico, Jose Vasquez. All right, stopping Jose. Jose had a 21 fight unbeaten streak until the weekend. He lost to Murgajon, all right, MJ, and Vasquez is a Chilean fighter, very very good fighter. His display this weekend was fantastic, guys. Great fight, super good. Vasquez was the NABF world champion, and I guess now former champion. So there, he's not going anywhere. He's coming back harder, faster, more furious, like we do. You know, once you go down, you get up bigger and better and faster and harder. That's all you can do. Get better, not bitter, right? Just get up and get her done. So another fight that night, we had the champion Julio Cesar El Rey Martinez of Mexico. Uh, that was a weird fight. He was fighting McWilliams Arroyo. There was no contest stoppage in the second round due to a headbutt. So that was kind of unfortunate, but things happen in the ring. And so it was a no contest, and that's how it ended up. Then the final one that I really liked was the WBA and IBO World Female Super Lightweight title was on the line. The female fighters, guys, you guys have been great. Fantastic. I'm so happy that the females are now actually getting into the sport and performing at such a high level. And this fight was right down the alley of good, borderline great. Obviously, because there was a Canadian involved. Canadians, gotta like the Canadians. Uh, Basically, it was a champion. She's a Native American girl. All right, Callie. Her name is Callie Ko Mequinunnog Reese. Mequinunnog. That would be her American native name. I'm guessing. And she's married to a man named Reese, so that gives her full name. She won the Native American girl. She beat a girl named Jessica the Cobra Camara from Montreal, Canada. Let's give it up for Canada. Woo wee! All right, you showed us a lot there, Jessica. I'm very proud of you. You're a great Canadian. Keep it up. Keep going. Everything will be fine. You'll get another shot. But on that night, the Native American girl had your number, and that's it. And that was for the vacant WBO titles and WBA and IBO titles as well. So that was like a big, huge fight. That was a huge fight, and both girls were tremendous. They both have tremendous skill, and they showed it. I was very, very impressed. So congratulations to both of you ladies. Now, we have another fight we talked about last week. Thank you. And I watched it. I loved it. I thought it was an amazing fight. Again, it was on November 17th. And that was the Tim Tszyu fight versus Takeki Inui, one of the Inui brothers. And we have talked about them many times. I have a bunch of prior videos about the brothers. They're fantastic fighters. And this fight was a really, really good fight as well. That was for the super middleweight championship of the world. But Tim Tszyu from down under, bud. Down under. That guy, he destroyed him. Destroyed Inui. I couldn't believe it. I thought it'd be a little closer, but Tim Tszyu just showed us that he's actually, and I told you guys on an earlier episode, watch out for the Thunder Down Under, Tim Tszyu. He's a sick one. So, went 12 rounds. You know, Tszyu was saying he's going to knock him out, but everybody always says that. It just didn't happen. But 12-round unanimous decision, retaining his junior middleweight world title to Zoo. So that was a hell of a fight. Now, Inui, you think about that, but Inui, he only has two losses. That's one of them this weekend or last weekend. Um, the only other fight he's ever lost was against, again, a guy who I premiered on one of my shows, Jamie Munguia. Munguia, fantastic fighter. And knew he lost to Munguia. Munguia is a world title guy, so you can't really say much about that. And that was in 2019 when he lost to Munguia. So, and Jamie's progressed as we knew he would, and is right in the mix right now to literally hit the jackpot with the next fight. So we're looking forward to that. Now, Tim Tszyu, the biggest issue between him and this individual in Australia, they're both Australian, I believe, pretty sure. They've had this feud going on, and we talked about it on one of my shows. And I talked about both these guys, and that's Brian Castano. Castano, he's he's sorry he's not he's a Argentinian, and Tszyu is Australian, so that's a little bit off. Argentinian guy, fantastic world champion. He's 17-0, and Tim wants to fight him. That's what's coming up, guys. So keep your eyes peeled. Whatever promoter gets that fight, Tim Tszyu and Brian Castano, that's going to be a good one, and I'm looking forward to it big time for that. That fight is going to wake a lot of people up in that division. So can't wait for that one. Now, that's what went off on the weekend, guys, that I watched. Now, we're going to talk quickly a little bit about what's happening this week, what we're going to be watching this week, and stuff you might want to get ready, get the popcorn, again, the peanuts, the nibs, the pizza, whatever you got, chicken wings, chili, whatever you got. This is my fight that I have been dying for so long to see, and it's finally come true. It's actually signed, done, deal, and it's coming right now. November 27th, Madison Square Garden Theater, New York City. Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Promotions. It's going to be on DAZN, guys. So go to DAZN because this is where you want to watch it. Don't miss this one. It's the fight that I've been waiting for all year. And that would be my boy, the boy, Teofimo Lopez, putting the belts on the line against another Thunder from down under, George Kambosos Jr. And Jr. is no slouch. He's got a little bit of the crocodile hunter in him, if you know what I mean. I don't know, Teofimo. I don't know. He could these Gators down there in the Aussies, So Kamboso has a chance. I'm going to tell you. This is my prediction. It's boxing, but I'm going to put my money on Teofimo Lopez. He's my man. He's going to do the job in the end. And in that lightweight division, he's the cream of the crop. I mean, he's got the WBC franchise belt. He's got the IBF belt. He's got the WBO belt. And he I don't know what to tell you guys, but he is number one in my books. Right there in the top 5 of the guys that are going forward for years. And it's going to be hard to knock him off that pedestal. So George Kambosos Jr., fantastic fighter. Guys, that's going to be like a fight of the year. So you really want to check that one out. And that's all I got for you today. So check out George. Check out Teofimo on the 27th, DAZN. Thanks for coming out to talk and fight. The likes again, the shares, the comments. You guys got any suggestions? Anything you want to, feel free. I'm all ears and all mouth sometimes. So take care of yourselves. Thanks again. We'll see you on Wednesday. Wednesday, we're going to be doing our NFL. Oh, didn't have the greatest week, but the NHL's on Friday, and I went 5 for 6. That's 83%. So tune in. Neil the Deal shows. Thanks a lot for coming out. Cheers. God bless you. Get better, not bitter.